So when I grew up in like the Los Angeles area, like very like high traffic tourist area. Like we would go to like the beach, the city like a lot, and there was always, or I'm not very good at Korean because I didn't grow up speaking it all the time, but my parents would speak it to me and I could understand it. But I just remember that when we were in public and my parents would speak Korean to me, I would I wouldn't ask them to stop because I knew that was really disrespectful, but I would purposely like speak louder in English to kind of prove like that I was American to the people around us. And I think that, or like I could speak a little bit of Korean when I was little and I went to Korean school, but I feel like that I never fostered like a pride in my language because of that pressure to be American and not be Korean. And so now I can't speak Korean, like I can't speak to my grandparents, and like that really sucks. But yeah, I think that's changed though. Like I'm not as ashamed of being Korean, and I try to like exert that more. But growing up like that was really hard.
Because my native language is Chinese, so I'm, I'm confident to speak it, but I don't want to speak it because just everyone here speaks English. If I speak Chinese, sometimes I feel it is weird. Yeah. So if I can speak English, I will speak English. Yeah. Even with my like Chinese friend, I would prefer to use English to talk with them.
Being able to speak the language makes the biggest difference. And a lot of first generations, like the first generation minorities are also not a monolith. And so you have people who can't speak Korean at all to some people who can speak it really, really well. And I feel like from my personal experience, like the better and more comfortable you are with your native language, kind of the more comfortable you are with your identity too. Yeah, Korean was my first language, and I think my parents didn't want to lose that and didn't want like me or my siblings to lose that, and so they intentionally like taught us Korean first, and that's something that I want to do to like my kids later on, because I feel like I've already lost a lot of like cultural heritage, and that's something that I've been thinking a lot recently about.
I am. I guess, like, jokingly, my friends and I would speak in Korean in school just because, like, other people can't understand us, and it's like a way for us to keep practicing. I never personally felt, like, uncomfortable speaking Korean. I was really proud of it, and I think that was also a result of a lot of people around me in school being, like, envious that I'm able to speak a different language, which I think is a very different experience from a lot of people. I know a lot of people who personally have, like, felt a lot of prejudice from people for trying to speak their native language, but personally a lot of my friends, a lot of people that I actually don't know very well have been like, oh, like, you can speak Korean, like, that's so cool, like, I wish I could speak another language. So I had a generally positive experience in that regard. Something my family and my family did when I was younger is that we'd watch a lot of like Korean TV shows and things. And so being able to like understand what they're saying, being able to go to Korea and talk to my relatives, and like my grandma only speaks Korean, so being able to like talk to my family, I feel like has helped me be more in touch with that side of my life, because I feel like if I wasn't able to talk to like my extended family, because I can't speak Korean, then it would be really tough to relate to them at all. But because I'm able to understand conversations at like our big family dinners or whatever, and like talk to my grandma, talk to my cousins in Korea who don't speak English, I'm able to keep in touch with like that literal part of my family and my identity, and thus also like keep in touch with Korea